Good morning. It is a beautiful day here in North Carolina, and I am literally back out in the field today trying to photograph some open grassland birds. So come along and enjoy this adventure. I am doing something that I normally never do, and that is wait for the birds to come to me. Stay in one place, wait for the birds to come to me, and that's what I'm doing today. So the image I have in my head that I want to capture is I want to capture a bird on these dead stalks out here and be able to capture it so that the bird is sitting on the stalk and everything else is out of focus, the foreground, the background. So in order to do that, I am shooting with my aperture opened all the way. Right now I got my ISO is set to 5,000, but I'm gonna have to lower that a little bit as soon as the sun gets a little bit higher here. As soon as the sun gets a little bit higher, the insects get a little bit more active. I think I'm gonna see a lot more birds out here. Now, I have seen Savannah sparrows out here, song sparrows out here, grasshopper sparrows. I have seen indigo buntings, blue grosbeaks, and I'm not really sure what else I could run into, but I really have this image in my head. So to achieve this image, I'm basically going to stay in one spot. I want to be down low at the level of the grass to get this image that I have in my mind, and basically just wait for the birds to come here. This is something that I don't do very well with. I'm usually the kind of guy that is walking along, running and gunning, trying to catch these birds here. So to get this image I have in my mind here, I brought a stool, got my camera on a tripod, and basically hopefully this gear will just weigh me down to the point where I have to wait for these birds to come by. We'll see how it works out. I just had a flock of 5 or 6 American goldfinches come in. They're a fairly common bird here on the east coast of the United States. They are a beautiful bird with this yellow, bright yellow breast, very beautiful. And this time of year, the yellow is extremely yellow. Probably why they call it goldfinch, but it's exciting seeing them. And considering it's the first bird of the day, I'm very excited. So if these pictures are any good, here they are. Right here is a poison ivy plant. Poison ivy is very toxic to human beings. There's a lot of people that are extremely sensitive, including myself, to poison ivy. Poison ivy can be extremely dangerous to people if it's burnt. A lot of wildfire, people who fight wildfires are often commonly affected by poison ivy because once it becomes a smoke, it can attack your lungs and other things like that too. And then it can be extremely toxic if the oil gets on your skin. But poison ivy is a very important element in our environment. A lot of insects utilize poison ivy for food. Poison ivy is a nitrogen locker. It puts nitrogen into the soil. It also produces berries that are very important to birds in the fall migration. Poison ivy is also eaten by white-tailed deer and black bears. So even though it's very toxic to human beings, and some human beings like myself are extremely allergic to it, it is an important element in our environment. The bird that I was really hoping to get out here and photograph was the indigo bunting. And I was sitting here and all of a sudden I heard one calling, and it was literally right behind you, about 10 feet away from you. And it was in a bad angle. As you can see from this video here, I could barely see the bird, and it was kind of like shooting through branches and stuff like that to get an angle of it. But I was very excited to see it. And he was calling like mad, and then this one over here started calling, and what happened was the indigo bunt over here flew over to this side here, started calling, and then it flew back here, and the one over here flew over here and started calling, and it was very exciting. They were like having this dispute about where the territory line was, who's in charge of what, and then they've kind of resigned themselves back. So the one that was originally calling over here is over here. The one that was calling over here is calling over here. But it was kind of like a really exciting morning here. I really think I got some good pictures of them. It was really difficult because I was really so excited about this one over here. I didn't realize there was another one over here, and you know, but I hope the pictures came out very well, and if they did, here they are. I just photographed a common yellow-throat ray here. They are a fairly common bird here in North Carolina. Any place where there's any kind of open grasslands, fields, or skulkers, they like to be low. This one was calling at the top of this evergreen tree. He's looking for a mate. It is, like I said, a very common bird here in North Carolina, but I always feel like the common yellow-throat was my first really spark bird, the bird that got me really excited about birding. And even though it's really common, I kind of smile to myself every time I see one. So if these images are any good at all, here they are. I keep hearing a grasshopper sparrow out here calling. I haven't had any luck at all seeing it, but hearing a grasshopper sparrow is pretty exciting. So I've had an incredible time out here. I've seen a lot of birds here. I have found out that setting up like this makes it very difficult to photograph birds any other way than really low to the ground, but I did get some good photographs. I think you guys already know. So I'm going to end the video here. If you got anything out of the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel because that really helps us in the YouTube world. Become a Patreon supporter. Your support allows us to keep doing this. My name is Leahy. I want to thank you for watching.